Alrighty, we are walking over to the Coliseum right now. I got, I think, a stomach bug for a couple of days. I was super sick, blowing up the bathroom like 10 times in one day. It was pretty awful, but feeling better now. So finally able to get out and about and do some solo exploring. So should be fun, and I'll see what cool, unique stuff I can find. Of course, it's raining. Well, there's the Coliseum. Bye-bye. All right, now we're headed over to what's called the Wedding Cake, which is probably one of my favorite spots. It's that right there.
Bellissimo. Ciao gatto.
All right, today's really gonna be an adventure. I have no service, and we're walking through this very jungly park, trying to make my way over to the catacombs of Saint Sebastian, which are kind of a ways. There's not really any good way to get there without having a car or using public transport. Like, I use the metro to get closer, but that's about it. Dude, I feel like a crackhead is just gonna like jump out from the trees and like attack me. So I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Wow. All right, so there's like a really old abandoned house. We're actually not gonna head that way. Just wanted to see what that was, but we need to go this way in order to make it over to the catacombs. I guess maybe there's a castle as well over here. I guess we'll find out. Pretty sure we're meant to go that way, but I'm really tempted to see what's up there, so I think I'm gonna do it. Oh shit. It's a little bit steeper than I thought. What the helly? Oh shit, it's like a field. It's 100% literally just a field. I'm guessing the path over there is the one that I had pointed at earlier, so let's just go towards that castle looking thing. What the heck? This is definitely one of the most random adventures I've been on so far. Like, it's literally just a field in the middle of nowhere, and then you have castle ruins right next to it. Oh my god, there's like an actual castle over there. Dude, look at that shit. That looks sick. It's really far away, but my camera can't zoom in that far, but you can see that's clearly the top of castle walls. And wow, the sun, holy shit, that is majestic. Somebody threw their shoes on the power line. Dude. And we got a plane flying overhead at the same time. And the castle right next to it. Bruh. What a shot. That is dope. Wow. So here are the castle ruins or something. House ruins. And then way over there, there's more of Rome, kind of the center of Rome over there. Oh, we're totally going inside this shit. Oh, it looks like a church. Wait, I think it's a fucking really old, tiny church. I think. I didn't see any signs about what it was. Oh, look at that. That's sick. Dude. Bro. What the heck? Oh, what? That looks sick. Kind of looks like a dude's head, almost. Kind of, okay, maybe a really weird looking dude, but. Wow. Just rubble and sticks on the ground. Bro. That's cool. Wow. McDonald's. There's even freaking McDonald's here. Wow. You can't escape it. You can't escape it. Even in a random medieval ruins in the middle of Rome, you find freaking McDonald's, dude. Wow. I really don't know what it is. So far, this walk has been pretty cool. I wasn't really sure what to expect because after I got off at the metro, I was walking just down a really busy road. And then before I made it to the entrance of the park, like this entire area, it was like all blocked off with construction. And I was like, oh no, did they, shut it down or whatever? But thankfully there was a really small open gate on the side, and now we're here. But it's very pretty, but super just random, super random in the middle of Rome like this. But I guess this would give you a better idea of kind of what the land may have looked like before everything was built thousands and thousands of years ago, like just open grassland. And dude, living back then would have been freaking sick, but also rough. It's pretty cool though. I love the trees too. I don't know. There's like almost an Africa vibe, even though we're in the middle of Italy. It's kind of cool. All right, so to get over to the catacombs of San Sebastiano, we have to get kind of back on the main road. And I'm pretty sure over here it connects back. So we'll be leaving the park, going back towards kind of a main road. And then it shouldn't be too far away. I think maybe 10, 15 minutes max from where we are right now. So let's do it. Here's the main road. So we'll go that way and then keep going kind of down over there. I'm pretty sure is where it is. This is pretty sketchy. There's not much of a fucking sidewalk, so I don't know what we're gonna do. Just gotta be careful, I guess. All right, this is super sketchy. And the police just passed us, but they didn't do anything, so I guess we're not doing anything wrong. But holy moly, cars are flying by me literally like inches from my shoulder. This is definitely one of the sketchiest things that I've done, but we're almost there. Bro, this is crazy. Holy shit. Literally just walking alongside all of these fucking cars. No sidewalk, barely any room on this side of the road. Oy, oy, oy. That's free will, I guess. We fucking made it. Holy shit. Dun, dun, dun. We got the ticket to the guided tour. So, it might just be us though, because I don't see anybody here. Freaking made it though. That was so sketchy, dude. I don't know how we're gonna get back home. It's gonna be pretty interesting for sure.
Quite different situation upstream. St. John Paul II, Holland, they're saying his blood relics and the silver protection. And
Alrighty, that tour was super cool. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to video while inside the catacombs. I was able to get a couple of videos towards the end. I'll see if I can find stuff online to better show what they look like, but they're miles and miles long. Super, super cool. And it was very interesting. Now I just need to figure out how to get home. last time we were here, it started raining like crazy out of nowhere. Hold on. Yeah, the weather was terrible that day, which is really unfortunate, but we're back, and I think we're going to walk back through the wedding cake and then back over towards the Coliseum and then up to one of the metro stations and then head back home. But pretty cool spot. All right, now we're making our way over to the Coliseum. It's about probably 15-minute walk and then 25-minute walk over to the metro. Crazy. One of the coolest things ever built, and the fact that it's still standing today after thousands of years is so insane. Absolutely one of my favorite spots in the entire world, but I think just because it's so cliche and it's everybody's favorite, my favorite is still the wedding cake that we were just at a little bit ago. I just think the aesthetic of that place is really unique. Alrighty, so today we visited first La Fontana di Trevi, which is also a really cool spot, but is always insanely crowded. Then I made my way over to the Pantheon, which is an amazing spot, but I didn't go in because again the lines are insane. I've been inside all those places before. And then I just did some exploring of some back streets for a while. And then after my random excursion of exploration of kind of random back streets and stuff, I made my way over to the wedding cake without service, so no Google Maps or anything, just pure instinct and memory. So that was fun. And then obviously walked over to the Coliseum and now back up to the metro. I decided not to take the B line metro right next to the Coliseum because it connects to Termini, which is one of the major stations, especially at this time with people going home and people, all the tourists going back to their apartments and whatnot. It would have been just pure chaos. So I'd rather just walk, even though I've been walking all day and I'm pretty tired. But this way it's pretty easy, and this metro is only like a 15-minute walk from where I'm staying, so not too bad. Egyptian hieroglyph tower, stolen from Egypt. There's tons of these all over Rome. Now we're at San Giovanni, and the last time I was here, these fountains were not here. I'm not sure I really like them, but it is what it is, I guess. Love the poses that they're doing up top. The statues up there, they're pretty sick. The fog they're making though is kind of cool, but I don't know. I don't like the modern stuff right next to the super old stuff, but